Hello all, this is the fourth lecture of operators. So in this lecture we will see about bitwise operators. So we have already seen it is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform mathematical or logical functions. So we have already seen arithmetic operators, relation operators, logical operators. Next is bitwise operators. Okay. So you'll see what is a bitwise operator. So it works on bits and performs bit by bit operation. So hope you know what is a bit. We have already seen what is a bit. So 8 bits makes 1 byte. Okay, 1 byte equal to 8 bits. So everything it is represented in bits, binary digits. If you consider whatever you do, so it will be represented inside the machine in binary format only, because computers can understand only binary language. That is, we have already seen binary number system. So using that binary system we will be representing everything using zeros and ones. If you want to write a, that character will be converted to an equivalent bit representation, or 25, that number is decimal number, so that number will be converted to its equivalent binary number. So we need to work on bits. So bit by bit operation will be needed in certain cases. Anyway, we won't be using in programs and all. Maybe in some certain cases we may require to operate on bits. Then we have to learn about this bitwise operators. So these are the bitwise operators. So we have already seen logical operators. It is similar to that logical operator, but here it is bitwise operation. Here a and b are bits. It is not expressions. There it was some expression. Okay, here it is bit. A is a bit, b is another bit. Okay, so we have logical bitwise and bitwise or bitwise XOR and bitwise NOT operator. It is same as that in the logical. We have already seen the logical operator. If you see the result, it is the same as the bitwise operator. Both are same. So in the case of AND, if both are true, then it is true. That is, both are 1, then it is 1. Here it is not true and false. It is actually bitwise operation. If both are 0, it is 0. If it's one is 0 and the other one is 1, it is 0. 1 0, it is 0. And 1 and 1 is 1. Similarly, for or 0, it is 0. In all the other cases, if any one bit is 1, then automatically or will be 1. In the case of XOR, so it is different. We have not seen in logical operator. This is a bitwise XOR operator. If both are 0, then it is 0. Similarly, if both are 1 also, it is 0. If any one bit is different, then it will be 1. So that is known as XOR operator. So this is known as XOR operator. So XOR operator, if both are same, then it will be 0. If both are different, if any one is different, then it will be 1. Then not, it is same. If it is 0, it will be 1. Here it is 0, it is 1. It is 1, it is 0. So it is negation. It is the opposite it will take. Okay, it is here. It is not 0 and 1 does not denote it is true and false. It is actually bit. A is a bit, B is another bit. Okay, this is 0 bit. In that bit, we can store either 0 or 1. In the memory, everything will be, memory cells will be bits. Bits of information will be there. So in each bit, there will be some 0 or 1 value will be there. So we need to manipulate those bits. So for that, we can use this thing. So if both the bits are 0, then for AND, it is 0, like that. You have to interpret this thing. Okay. So we'll see an example, then you will understand why we require this bitwise AND operator. So this is an example. So 12. So 12 can be represented in, 12 is a decimal number. So its binary equivalent is 0001100. Now you need not worry how to convert this decimal to binary. We will learn how to convert when we write C programs. We will need to convert this binary to decimal and also decimal to binary. We will write programs for that. At present, you will not worry about this conversion and all. Just imagine that 12, the binary representation is like this, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. And for 25, it is 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. So it is a binary representation. Now we are going to perform bitwise AND operation. So how this bitwise AND happens? So this is 12 and this is 25. So if we want to perform 12 bitwise and 25, then it is bitwise operation. So it will check each bitwise from right to left. Like you perform addition or subtraction using numbers, you can perform the bitwise AND operation similarly. So you will check 0 and 1. So since 1 is 0, it is 0. 0 and 0, it is 0. 1 and 0, it is 0. 1 and 1, both are 1, then it is 1. 0 and 1, it is 0. So all others are 0, so it is 0. So 1000, 1000, it is actually 8 in decimal. So when you perform 12 bitwise and 12 and 25, you will get 8 as a result. Okay. So we will see it in the program, then you will understand. I will take that program. So I have already written that program because there are a lot of things involved in it. So I have already written that program. So this is, I have declared as unsigned int number, A as unsigned int number, so it is 12. Then B is also declared unsigned integer number as 25. And I have declared another variable C and it is initialized to 0. Now 12 and 25 we know the equivalent. Now when we perform C and B, so C equal to A and B. So that means A and B will be bitwise operation, and operation will be done and the result will be stored in C. So the result is 8. We have already seen in the example the result is 8. So the result will be stored in C. Now when we print of value of C is here, 8 will be printed. So if you want, we will run this program, then you will understand. Escape Q. Now if we run this program, you can see that the value of C is 8. Okay, value of C is 8. So or else we will see the program later. So this is bitwise AND operation. So it will, we will perform bitwise operation like this. Okay. Then next is bitwise OR. So we will check the bitwise OR of 12 or 25. Here 12 is the same thing. 12 and 25 is same. Here this is bitwise OR operator. So what we do is 0 or 1. So if any one is 1, then the automatically it will be 1. So it is both are 0, it is 0. Here it is 1. Both are 1, it is 1. Here 0 and 1, it is 1. So all the others both are 0, so all 3 zeros. And this is equivalent to 29 in decimal. So this is equivalent to 29 in decimal number. Okay. So you will see in the program, you will get the result as 29. Remember this thing. Then next is XOR operator. We will take the XOR of 12 or XOR 25. So this is the binary of 12. This is the binary of XOR. This is the XOR operator. So hat symbol or cap symbol, you can call it as XOR operator. So it will be there in your keyboard above that 6 number digit 6. You can see this hat symbol. So when you perform XOR, so in XOR, if both any one is different, if any one of the bit is different, then it will be 1. So here 0 and 1, so it is 1. Here both are same, then it is 0. Here 1 is different, 1 and 0, it is 1. Here both are same, so it is 0. Here both 0 and 1, so 1 is different from the other, so it is 1. The other two are 0, 0, so it is automatically same, so it is 0. So XOR operator, the result will be, this is 21, this is the binary equivalent of 21. So this is bitwise XOR operator. Then we have the bitwise NOT operator or bitwise complement. We call it as complement operator also. It will take the complement of it. So if we take 35, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. So this is the binary equivalent. Now if you take, it is also a unary operator. We require only one operand. The other cases we require two operands. We have 12 and 25. Here we have only 35 here. So it is a unary operator. We have only one operand. we have to take the not of it. Not means we have to start from here, we have to take the opposite of it. So this instead of 1 it will be 0. Here it is 1, so it is 0. 0 it is 1. 0 it is 1 here. 0 it is 1. So 1 it is 0. 0 1. So it is 1. So the binary equivalent of 35, so not equivalent of 35, it is 220 in decimal. So we will see this example, then you will see that it is not the 220 you will get as result. We will see why it is not happening like that. Okay. Then we have other binary operator or bitwise operators. We call it as shift operators. We have right shift operator. So we'll see what is this right shift operator. So 212, this is a decimal number. The binary equivalent of this number is 11010100. Okay, so this is the binary equivalent of this number. Now this is the shift operator. If we include double greater than symbols, two greater than symbols, so if we say 212 shift 2, this means we have to shift, we have to right shift 2 bits, we have to right shift 2 bits. That means if this is a number, we have to start from here, we have to right shift 2 bits each. So this two zeros will be moved out and 1 will come in this place, then this 0 will come here, then this 1 will come here. That is why this result comes like this. That is, this 0 will be pushed out and new two zeros at the end left, the new zeros will be inserted. That when we shift it, we will get the result at 0 0, then after that 1 1 0 1 0 1. So that is why we got like this. So this is actually right shift by 2 bits. So 2 bits we have to shift right. You can right shift 7 bits. So if we right shift this 7 bits, what happens? All the, this is 8 bits, so all the 7 bits will be shifted out and we will have only 1 at the end. The rest will be zeros. Then if we right shift 8 bits, what happens? This is 8 bits, so all the 8 bits will be shifted out. So we will get the result as 0. Now if we right shift 0 bits, that means nothing will happen. We will get the same result. So this is known as right shift operator. Then we have left shift also. So left shift operator, it is the opposite of this thing. So if we have this 212 binary equivalent is this one. If we left shift 1, this means left shift 1. We use double less than symbols. So if it is left shift 1, what you have to do is we have to shift 1 bit each. So if we shift 1 bit each, what happens here is we will start from here. So there is some error in this thing. Okay, left shift 1 bit means 1 0 will be inserted here. So this 1, okay, or anyway, this one will also be there. In some cases this won't be displayed. Anyway, 1 bit is shifted to the left. Here it will be 1 1 0 1. So one more 0 has come here. Okay. Similarly, this is nothing will be shifted. The same result will be, we will get the same value here. If 4 bits are shifted, then 4 zeros will be there. And if it is a long number, in some cases, if it exceeds the register, we have already seen a register and all. So if we store this thing in the register inside the C program and all, if the register, if it exceeds the register bit value, then it will be shifted out and not only this number of bits, only 8 bits will be shown as a result. So we will see in the example what will happen when we do these operations. Then you will understand. So we will get the result like this, 3392 in decimal if we are shifting like this. Okay. So this is what is shift. Just shift the bits. If we say 1, we have to shift just 1 bit to the left. So that is right shift and left shift operator. So these are the bitwise operators. So left shift. So x equal to x2 means if x value is this one, and if we try to shift, so x is 15 actually. This is equivalent of 15. We need not worry about this, how we got this and all. This is how we obtained this binary value of 15. You ignore this part. So this is actually binary of value of 15. Now if we ask to shift 2 bits, what happens is we will shift 2 bits to the left. So it will be like this. So the result will be, and 2 more zeros will be added to the end. So this 4 will be, 4 ones will be shifted like this. And this is right shift of 2. So what happens to this number is 2 bits will be right shifted. So what happens? These 2 bits will be gone. So, and 2 zeros will be inserted at the left. Then bitwise AND, if we have x and 28, this means x is 15 and this is 28. We have to do AND operation. We have already seen 1 and 0. So bitwise AND, so this 0 and 1, that means it is 0. So this will be the result. Then 1 and 1, it is 1. So that is why it is this here. And here 0 and 1, it is 0. Then 1 and 1, it is 1. Like that you will get. Similarly, bitwise OR we have already seen. Bitwise XOR also we have already seen. And bitwise inversion or complement, we will take the opposite. So if it is like this, after it will be like this. So 1 will be changed to 0 and 0 will be changed to 1. So we will see an example program. So we will take the same program. So we will understand this thing. 12, A is 12 and B is 25 and C is initialized to 0. This is bitwise AND. So when we perform AND operation, we will perform AND operation here. So 0 and 1, it is 0. Then 0 and 0, it is 0. 1 and 0, it is 0. 1 and 1, it is 1. 0 and 1, it is 0. All those are zeros, we will put zeros here. So this is actually equivalent of 8. I have given it in command line. Okay, this is command. You can include command line anywhere in the program. Okay, so you know about this command line. I have included this command line. These command lines will be ignored by the compiler. This is just for our understanding purpose. We will write something side here on top. We will write something. Okay. So, and we will be printing line 1 value of C is like that we will be printing. Then we are performing OR operator. So, OR operation on these two. So, 0 and 1, 0 or 1, it is 1. That is why here it is 1 here. Then 0 or 0, it is 0. So, that is why a 0 is here. Then 1 and 0, it is 1 here. Then 1 or 1, it is 1 again here. Then 0 or 1, it is 1 again. Then all these are 0, 0, 0 or 0, or everything is 0. And this is 29 equivalent. Then this is XOR operator. XOR operator, what it does is, if both are different, if anyone is different, then the result will be 1. So 0 XOR 1, so this is different. So 1 is different, so the result will be 1. Then here both are same, so it is 0. Here 1 is different, so it is 1 here. Here both are same, so it is 0 here. Okay, so here 1 is different, so here it is 1 again. The other both are same, so it is 0, 0. So this is XOR operator. Then negation of 35. So you will take the opposite of 35. So 35 I have not shown here. Anyway, you will get the negation of 35. We have already seen that you will get as 220. Now another thing, it is shift operator. We have to shift the A value to 2 bits. Left shift 2. Left shift of 2 means 2 bits will be shifted like here. So it becomes 0, 0, 1, 1, then 4, 0. That is what we will get here. So it will be like this. 0, 0, 1, 1 and 4 zeros. Similarly, when we right shift by 2 bits. So when we right shift by 2 bits, what we get is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and last these 2 1 will be shifted to the last 2 bits. So that is why the result is like this. So this is a left shift and right shift operator. So we will run this program. We will compile it. Okay, we have already compiled that. Then you will get the result like this. We will get the same result here. So the only difference is here line 4 it is minus 36. So we have actually guessed 220. You have guessed 220, but the result is different from that. I will tell why this minus 36 happened. it is at line 4. Okay, it is at line 4 that this has happened. Line 4, remember that it is line 4. We will take the program once again. Line 4. So line 4 is actually not operator. So we actually guessed it to be 220, but we got is minus 36. So what happens here is there is another kind of notation that's happening inside the computer system. We have 2's complement notation. So negative numbers are represented in 2's complement form inside the computer. So don't worry about this 2's complement now. You will be learning about 2's complement, 1's complement, all this complement and all you will be learning in next semester. In third semester, you will be studying logic system design or STLD. In that you will be learning why this has happened. So not of 35, it is actually, even though we will get bitwise, it looks like this is not actually 220, it will be minus 36. Negation of 35, it is will be minus 36. It is because it is the 2's complement representation that will be there when you consider negative numbers. Okay, so don't worry about this thing. So you will get some result. So that result won't be the same as though you have guessed this result like this. So you have simply taken the opposite of this thing. 35 is binary opposite. Okay, now if you give, you can check with the different value. If you want to check with different 12 and all, you will get the actual guessed result. But in certain cases, when you come to negative numbers, it will be a different result. Okay, so that's why we have guessed as 20 to 20, but what we got is a different value. So here we got is minus 36. So all the other things we have guessed as same values. Here it is minus 36. It's because of 2's complement representation. We need not worry about that. Anyway, you will get the not operator. So we have to learn only what is this not operator and all. So that's all about this bitwise operators. So we may require sometimes this bitwise operators for this bitwise kind of manipulations. We rarely use this kind of operators. Okay. So this is the reference. Thank you.